Jungkook hadn't said a word publicly since stepping out of military service on June 11, 2025. No interviews, no live stream, no major press release. And yet, within 48 hours of his discharge, his name was trending worldwide again. Why? Because of a mysterious drop that no one saw coming. AT Midnight KST, a limited edition vinyl, quietly appeared on HYB's official shop. Titled Golden Sessions, it featured 5 unreleased acoustic remixes from his solo album Golden, versions stripped of polish, raw with emotion, and described by fans as hauntingly intimate. What happened next was immediate and explosive. The entire stock, rumored to be 100,000 units, sold out in less than 24 hours. No teaser, no posters, no warning, just Jungkook, just music. And yet, the world clicked by like their lives depended on it. Early buyers who received digital previews revealed a startling transformation in tone. The original pop bar and B-flare of Golden was reimagined with live strings, soft piano, and, in one case, an unpolished studio vocal, complete with breath sounds and whispered ad-libs. Fans believe these are demo versions, never meant to be heard by the public, which makes their release all the more meaningful. On side B of the vinyl, a soft voice message plays at the end of track 5. Thank you for waiting. I'll see you soon. Voice, Jungkook, recorded February 2024. The timing couldn't be more symbolic. This isn't just a collector's item. It's a letter to fans, pressed on wax. Many fans are now wondering, why vinyl? Why now? K-pop is a genre built on futuristic sound, tech, digital domination. But vinyl, warm, imperfect, vulnerable, represents the opposite. Releasing Golden Sessions this way feels like a creative rebellion, a declaration of artistic identity. Could this be Jungkook signaling a shift, not only for himself, but for BTS's next chapter? Music critics believe so. One insider at a Seoul radio station wrote on Twitter, Jungkook doesn't do random. This vinyl is a chess move, and it's the first. Within hours of selling out, Golden Sessions began appearing on resale sites for over 350,000 Korean wons, $260 USD, more than triple its original price. Fans are begging HYB for a second press, but the company has made no comment. Silence, of course, is often HYB's most telling marketing move. Some suspect a hidden release series is in progress, with other members to follow, or even a secret BTS box set reuniting them musically through analog editions before a full comeback. In online forums, fans have now connected the vinyl release to other subtle moves in June. RM's handwritten letter dropping one day before Discharge V's cryptic post. You waited, now what? Black van seen at HYB late at night. Post-discharge Weverse being updated silently before June 11. Theorists believe this is the beginning of a multi-phase surprise comeback campaign, with Golden Sessions being Jungkook's coded contribution. Not loud, not flashy, but emotionally devastating and perfectly timed. Jungkook didn't need to speak. He didn't need a press tour. Instead, he gave fans what mattered most: himself. In vinyl, in breath, in imperfect demos that sound more human than any polished release ever could. The man who once said he felt born to perform now seems to be saying, I perform because you waited. And maybe, just maybe, this vinyl is the first record of BTS's unwritten comeback album. When BTS first debuted in 2013, Jungkook was just 15 years old, the wide-eyed magne with raw talent and barely a voice of his own. 12 years later, in June 2025, he didn't return with fanfare or fireworks, an televised stage, an coordinated dance, an caption-heavy Instagram post. He came back with a vinyl, a whisper pressed onto plastic, a breath between chords to a phrase. Thank you for waiting. That hit harder than any lyric charting to date. And that silence. He told ARMY everything. ARMYs have long known that nothing BTS does is random, and many now believe Golden Sessions is just one tile in a mosaic. Here's what's fueling the theory. RM's letter hinted at melodies reuniting. V's cryptic, you waited, now what? Post triggered mass speculation. Jimin and Jungkook discharged on the same day, June 11th, symbolically reuniting the oldest and youngest of BTS's active members. Suga's return is expected any day now, June 21st, completing the final link in BTS's military timeline. One Korean media outlet titled their latest editorial, "Jungkook dropped a vinyl, but HYB may have dropped a bomb." Because that's what this feels like. Not just a collectible, not just a solo moment, but a warning shot. A signal that BTS is coming. And they're doing it quietly, deliberately, differently, if things weren't mysterious enough. One eagle-eyed fan on Twitter posted photos showing that the Golden Sessions vinyl sleeve contains tiny, nearly invisible numbers printed along the edge of the lyric booklet. They aren't track numbers. They aren't times, they're GPS coordinates, pointing to a park in Seoul known for BTS's early filming days, Honggang Park, where the group once filmed pre-debut content and shot several heartfelt vlogs. Was this Jungkook's idea? Was he leaving a breadcrumb? A memory trail? Whether intentional or not, fans have already started calling it Jungkook's map of the soul. Now that Golden Sessions is gone from shelves and living in the hands of lucky fans, attention is shifting rapidly toward what's next. Here are the top theories circulating on Korean platforms and ARMY Twitter. Candle A surprise digital drop on June 13th for BTS's 12th anniversary. Led by Jungkook's vocals video cassette, a new docuseries teaser at the end of June. Built around Golden Sessions and BTS's post-military reflections, adult cooking, Jungkook launching a mini visual film, playing off his military chef identity. During Service Code, a concept trailer for BTS 2.0 where each member's comeback begins with a unique artistic token. And Jungkook's was Vinyl One, ARMY wrote in a now viral blog post. The vinyl wasn't loud. It didn't chart. It didn't make headlines on its own. But it made us cry. It made us feel like he never left. Jungkook came back as a man who knows exactly who he is. In that sense, Golden Sessions wasn't just music. IT was memory. IT was mourning. IT was love. A quiet, heavy reminder that sometimes the most powerful messages aren't shouted. They're pressed into vinyl, played late at night, and held close forever. Only time and the next few days will tell, but one thing is certain. If this vinyl was his first move, Jungkook didn't just return to the industry. He returned to remake it. In his voice, in his rhythm, in his time. And if the others follow, then the world is not just waiting for BTS's return. The world is standing at the edge of their second revolution. And Jungkook just struck the first match. As the last copies of Golden Sessions arrive in fans' mailboxes, a quiet but powerful shift is taking place. In Seoul, vinyl listening parties organized by fans pop up in hidden cafes and rooftops. In Los Angeles and Paris, luxury record stores frame Jungkook's album like a museum piece. On TikTok, creators film reaction videos in candlelit silence, letting the scratchy warmth of the analog sound fill the frame. This wasn't an album drop. IT was a cultural ripple, and for once, it feels like the entire world is holding its breath, waiting for what Jungkook will do next. Multiple Korean media outlets, including Dispatch and Star News, now speculate that Golden Sessions is not just a solo release, but part of a broader, secret marketing campaign by HYB titled The Return. 7. Here's what's leaked. Codename Project Silence was filed as a trademark in HYB's internal documents back in January 2025. Producers from BTS's past hits, Spring Day, Black Swan, Yet to Come, were seen visiting HYB's underground studio, The Lab. In mid-May, HYB has rented out 2 theaters and 1 rooftop venue in Itaewon from June 20th to July 1st, listed for a private audiovisual experience. Fans now believe this points to something bigger than a comeback single. This may be BTS's next era and Jungkook's vinyl. It was the invitation. Now here's where things get cinematic. Some fans noticed that the Golden Sessions vinyl cover features a barcode that links to a hidden webpage. When opened, it shows a black screen and a single line of text, 7 Still Golden. This has fueled rumors that Jungkook may be launching a visual short film or concept documentary, using the Golden Sessions tracks as a narrative backbone. If true, this could make Jungkook the first K-pop soloist to turn a vinyl project into a cinematic narrative, blending analog audio with immersive visuals. Fans on Reddit have begun calling it the Golden Film Theory. Within just 1 week of the Golden Sessions release, at least 3 major agencies, SM, JYP, and Starship, reportedly met to discuss the future of physical media in fan culture. Vinyl, once dismissed as niche, is now considered a premium emotional product, thanks entirely to Jungkook, an anonymous producer from a rival label told Korean Herald. Jungkook just changed the rules of idol music drops. It's no longer about viral dance challenges. It's about intimacy, silence, soul. Now, the BTS fandom watches one date more than any other, June 21st, 2025, the expected military discharge of Suga Min-yoongi, the final member to complete service. With Jin, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, and Jungkook already back, Suga's return marks the moment the BTS puzzle is whole again. Rumor has it that a live broadcast or virtual drop is already scheduled for June 22nd, with insider sources teasing a reunion-themed experience. Whether this is a live stream, an interactive fan event, or a music premiere, no one knows. But one thing is clear: the next move may not come from HYE. IT may come from Jungkook himself. At the center of it all stands Jungkook, quiet, powerful, and deeply intentional. He's always been the voice. Now he's becoming the architect.